Hello everybody, it's dumplet here. Here's an item on limits. Now try to evaluate the limit below. As usual, pause this video if you'd like to give this item a try, but if you're done, let us dive into the solution. Now on first note, this limit is very ugly. But don't worry, in every ugly problem, there's always a hidden solution, a hidden gem to this item, and indeed there's a very beautiful solution to this, so let's dive into it. So let's define a function f of a. Now let f of a to be equal to square root of 1 plus a plus 1 plus a raised to the 7th power. Now this is because we have this, and I'm trying to clean up some mess here. You'll see why I let this to be the function. Now since we're talking about limits, now this kind of looks like a derivative, the limit definition of a derivative. So I created another function, or I should say I replaced x with a plus x, giving me this. Now we're going to use this to evaluate this limit. So take a look at this. We have this to be the the limit definition of a derivative. So we can get the derivative of f of a if we use the limit. Now notice how if I substitute a equals 0, so a here, if I substitute 0, obviously the limit will become f of x minus f of 0 all over x. So limit of that as x approaches 0. Now what's nice about this is that f of x, so since I'm just replacing all the a's by x's, this is f of x. So this square root of 1 plus x plus 1 plus x raised to 7, that's f of x. And f of 0, that's just square root of 1 plus 1 raised to 7, so that is 2. So that is the motivation behind creating this function, since I noticed that as x approaches 0, if I substitute 0, this will f of a will be 2 if a equals 0. So this is the motivation for it. So I can write our desired limit as a derivative. So I know that the limit that we're trying to evaluate is just simply f prime of 0. So that will help us, because all I have to do now is simply get the definition, the derivative of f of a. Since I already have f prime of 0 would be this, which is the given the given limit. So we can just use our derivative knowledge to get the derivative. So f prime of a. Now the first one is a square root. We can simply use the chain rule, derivative of the inside, which is just 1, and then we're gonna have the derivative of the square root function. So the derivative of the square root function, x raised to 1/2, we know it's gonna be 1/2 x raised to negative 1/2. Now since x equals 1 plus a, then we're just gonna replace everything with we're gonna replace x with 1 plus a. So the derivative of the square root of 1 plus a would be equal to, so let me write this down, it's gonna be equal to 1 over 2 square root of 1 plus a. Now for the 1 plus a raised to 7, this is just power rule, so we're gonna add. So same thing, since the inside function is 1 plus a, we take the derivative of 1 plus a, which is just 1. And we're trying to get the derivative of the outside function, which is x raised to 7. Now we know that the derivative of this is 7x raised to 6. So since x is 1 plus a, we're going to replace x by 1 plus a. So the derivative of 1 plus a raised to the 7th power is equal to 7 times 1 plus a raised to 6. So we have f prime of a. Now if we substitute a as 0, so if we substitute a as 0, we know that f prime of 0, this would be equal to 1 over 2 square root of 1 plus 0, so that's just 1/2 anyway. So what's 1/2? Plus 7 times 1 plus 0, so this becomes 1. So 1 raised to 6 is just 1, so it's 1/2 plus 7. So f prime of 0 would be equal to 15 over 2. And since f prime of 0 is equal to the limit that we want to get, this will be the final answer. Hopefully you guys learned something new from this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!